I'm always amazed what healing arts can do.
Hey.
Hmm?
Is it just me, or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it. Why are you looking at me like that?
That armor you wear is standard issue.
Make sure to get some good rest. Well, off we go.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Looks like trouble with a capital T!
Together, we've got this! Infernal Torrent!
Swallow dance!
I'm so good with airborne targets.
Coyote one! Swallow Blade!
Burning!
Eat that, flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
See ya! Can you take care of that?
No sooner said than done.
You're finished!
My action!
You're on!
Will this help?
Infernal Torrent! Here I come!
Don't mind if I do.
Do it!
You got company.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Guess we don't know our own strength.
You could say that again!
All right.
There's nowhere to run from my arc. When he slows down, that's our chance. Take it!
Like trying to keep up with the wall.
It's hot! Here I come! Eat this! Take it! Try this!
Glacial Spear. Here's evil.
You hear it now! I'm on in a bind! You're mine! Infernal Current! Double Demon Fang! Fantastic! Great! Amazing!
Shut up, Law. I'm trying to focus.
I was only trying to be nice.
Your power is a spectacle to behold. I'm not trying to be dramatic with it.
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danon relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Danon history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course.
I sense a strange power from this.
A comfortable win. Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardsmen.
We seem to have come across something a little unusual.
I've got a really bad feeling about this. Glacial Spear.
Here I come and face me!
Airborne Beast.
Can't get out of
My
this!
respect.
Swallow Blade! Double Demon Fang!
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Finish! Try this! Infernal Torrent!
Steering Flame! I'm all this one's mine.
Just block it! Swallow Blade!
Steering Flame! You're most comfortable at a range, aren't you? I'm not really built for close quarters combat. Nor am I. Don't worry.
I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
I think I'm getting stronger. It's so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take it you're comfortable with...
I'm surrounded!
Glacial Spear! Pierce evil!
Infernal Torrent!
Here's her! Freeze Wonder!
This one's all mine!
One last dance in the wind! It's a duel of the arts!
You picked the...
Glacial
You
Spear!
got fired!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours!
Thunder Field!
You're mine!
Armor won't save you! The enemy wields armor too.
We'll soon see about that! Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me. I never miss! Shining Supernova! In the wind!
Demons descend! Flashing fang!
Easy! Way to go!
I owe you one.
Now! Astral Energy!
Say no more.
How's that for a kick? I'm getting better, right?
Quite. I'll be relying on your fancy footwork.
Does fancy footwork mean running away like a chicken?
No!
No holding back!
This will be a piece of cake!
Infernal Torrent!
Not in your dreams!
I'm on it! You're done!
They got me flying! I'm sorry to be a bother.
We've all got enough.
Yes, ma'am!
Swallow Blade! Infernal Torrent! You're mine! Swallow Blade!
You are in disgusting! Astral Energy! Full throttle!
No escape!
I can carve through armor!
Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky!
Brace yourselves! This one's tough! Infernal Torrent!
Here's Evil! Raging Laser! This one's mine!
No further!
He's dead! In the wind!
Far enough!
I'll bring you back from death to victory! Resuscitation!
First strike!
Lightning Orb!
You're mine! Double Demon Fang!
Swallow Dare!
It's over!
Do it! Thunder Field!
Demons descend! Flashing fang!
Easy! Way to go!
Infernal Torrent!
Prepare to be sealed, Actually,
Shouldn't have messed
pound
with
is
me.
more appropriate.
Less talking, more
Try
doing.
this!
Away!
Now or never! It's over!
Hey,
Here I come! This one's all mine!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Here I go! Do it!
I'm not done! Swallow Blade!
This'll come in.
I wonder if I'm as strong as my dad was.
One day I think you'll surpass him.
I wonder when.
I found some equipment.
Let me take a look at it.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
You picked the wrong fight!
Armor won't save you!
Annihilation!
Try this!
Raging Cascade!
Infernal Torrent!
I'll
We're
hit
not
the wall!
done!
Get
I'm
out
not
of the
ready!
way! In here! I'll hit
Try
the wall!
harder!
Get on
My
it!
turn!
Blast!
I can't move!
Healing circle! Too hard! Where are you going? Raging Cascade! Back into the forest! When did I get so popular? I'll bring you back from death to this! Magic Precipitation! Great Lancer! Mega Ray! Watch and sweep!
Take this!
Annihilation! Searing Flame!
Infernal Torrent!
I'll be
You're
safe.
finished! Try hard! No, you can't!
Here's a healing arm.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Will this help?
The tide of battle has turned. That's the power of comrades in arms.
Right. Comrades in arms.
What? Too sentimental? Watch this!
It's over! Double demon!
Do it!
You'll pay for that! I still got a ways to go.
More Danon runes here too, I see.
What would... What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here.
Maybe they just had that much time and energy on their hands.
Sure builds up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
So Mahag Saar's just up ahead then?
Indeed. If you look, across this mountain is the Lord's Keep.
Guess I missed. Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag Saar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already. I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
Been looking for you.
For me, why?
He's tough.
Who are you? You said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life.
What the...
That is all I desire.
Then why are we fighting? Who even are you? You're mine! You're finished!
Now you see what I can do!
Take this! Who the hell are you? Bastard!
This guy's not normal.
His speed is unbelievable!
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
Can't get out of this!
Botan's raging cascade!
You'll pay for that!
Take this! I never quit! Air drop!
Enjoy.
I'll bring you back from death to this! Resuscitation!
Here I go!
Here, let me help!
yet!
Take this! Demon Fang! Eat dirt!
Focus your attack!
You're mine!
Never chance!
Infernal Current!
Use it hard! Up and out! I'm out! In here! Healing circle!
You're mine!
I'm all set!
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint.
I'll finish you! Nope, that is...
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die. A wretch like you? Till next time.
Shion, wake up, please!
Alphen?
Shion!
Thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I. It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides,
Hmm?
Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine. Really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Danon astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Niez, the capital of Mahag Saar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest. Hey.
Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag Saar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah. This doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danans, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renin district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Danan legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renins have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Danans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened. This is horrible.
Is there truly no one here?